The past few days at the ashram felt both deeply ecstatic and incredibly peaceful. Like standing in the eye of a spiritual storm. Everything is moving with intention and devotion, yet the heart remains still and calm. This weekend was also marked by goodbyes. A few of my dear friends left the ashram, each setting off in different directions. One friend went to visit her brother, another flew back to Australia, and two sisters moved to a temple in Belgium. We had a small farewell gathering with Mother Vishaka, our temple president, and it was filled with smiles and kirtan, and to my surprise, a lot of tears. It's incredible how quickly these relationships form and deepen here. I've only known some of them for a few months, one girl for less than 1 month, and yet they already hold such a special place in my heart. The way we serve, sing, and laugh together creates a kind of bond that feels incredibly ancient and familiar. Amidst these tender farewells, we celebrated Snana Yatra, a beautiful and sacred festival that marks the beginning of a divine story. A story that culminates in Rath Yatra, when Lord Jagannath is brought through the streets in a grand procession to bless everyone with his merciful glance. One of my previous videos captured that joyful celebration. But this weekend, we entered a quieter, more intimate beginning. This was my second time participating in Snana Yatra. Last year, I was able to give this Abhishek, the bathing of the Lord, in Baltimore to a very merciful set of Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra deities, and I get to do it again. It was really a special time. Between the kirtans, there was also moments of simple joy, like my friends, watching them frolic through the fields, picking flowers, making garlands with my friends, spending time chanting on the grass. It all felt so vibrant, like Krishna was watching us wherever we were. The next day, my friends and I walked down the street to visit the farmers that live on the property. We sang them kirtan, and at first they seemed a bit hesitant, as most Western people can be. But after a while, they seemed to open up a bit more, and I even saw most of them bobbing their heads and tapping their feet in time to the music. It was really nice. People were smiling, they were clapping a bit, and they sang a bit louder. All of these practices remind me why I'm here in the temple. I'm really developing my taste for preaching, and although I used to be really nervous in the beginning for book distribution, or even just talking to people in general about spirituality, because of how their perceptions are different and just judgment, basically, I'm now realizing that this is one of my favorite parts about being a devotee. Sharing this way of life and these teachings, it's very peaceful. And it's not about getting them to change their minds. It's just about opening a little window for them, giving people a glimpse of something sacred and eternal. Every time I chant, every time I sing with my friends or talk about Krishna, I feel more rooted in this world and somehow more ready to transcend it when the time comes. Hare Krishna.